to Shift Happens, week number 319er. 1, 2, 3. Hi, everybody! Alright, so, first, see, I just thought of this. It just popped into my head.
Surprise, surprise.
I know, but yeah, I gotta tell you what, this is kind of cool. You know, here we are, it's a Wednesday night. You're ready to go home to your wife. You're ready to go home to your wife.
Your wife?
Your wife? Hi, Kate. You're ready to go home to your wife. My wife's over there.
Love the lunch you packed today, babe.
And we're gonna go eat pizza Doblo, right? Pizza Doblo tonight. Because I sent Sean a message. We had a guy in here today, new gentleman who you really like, Jim, right? John. And he was like, we got time about Chicago. And I was like, I love Giordano's pizza, and I was like, I need to go eat pizza Doblo tonight. So
that's how that happened.
That's how it happened. But that's okay, because in Chicago next weekend, we're gonna eat Giordano's Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Wait for it.
You can't see the look.
You can feel it though. You feel the tension in the air. But you know, I got to tell you what. So before we go into anything and this stuff like that, today was a pretty cool day because, you know, I think that the coolest thing about doing what and I'm going to be selfish, what I get to do is check families all day long. And that's fun to see some of the cool stuff that happens. But even more fun today, and it was kind of neat, I was like a proud dad, although you guys aren't my kids because I love my daughter Blakey. Hi, Blakey. But it's kind of neat to see these guys like grow into the chiropractors that I knew they could be. And so the dude down there in the purple today, it was kind of fun because he did something today, pricey, that I was like, did I not send you a message, babe?
Yeah, I can't say what I...
No, you can't say. But I sent her a message, and I was like...
so excited.
I was, and you know, the cool thing about it was, Mike, is that to see you grow into the chiropractor. Remember I used to tell you had something I knew you could be? Mm-hmm. And I was like, right when he did that, I sent Sean a message, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. So I was so proud of you. I mean, that just, because it's there. Mm-hmm. And that makes me excited, because it's like, man, you know, it's the development. And I was driving home last night, and I was talking to Sean about Sean, wasn't I? And just in these last 2 months, how you've grown. And then over the last couple months, with what's his face over here,
what's his face?
It's just been like that.
There.
But it's, you know, it's to see that, and like today at our staff meeting, just some of the stuff that was brought up. So, you know, the fun part about what I get to do, and it really is to serve people. But the real fun is to see the development of the chiropractors, the potential, and that's the coolest thing about it. Mm-hmm. Is like, that's fun. So
thank you.
You're welcome. It was just
thank you.
It was fun. It was, because right when it happened, I was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm so proud of these guys. So with that, so we got this table here. Mm-hmm. You know, there you go. Did you see how I lifted properly?
You did.
Yeah. It was so funny when Walker lived in my house and we were doing stalls, how he was like properly lifting, and I'm like, just scoop the turds, man. You know, just get your shovel. But it was really funny because when he would do it, you know, you pick the shovel up and you'd throw it in the wheel bar. Walker would pick it and he'd like be swinging it, and manure and turds would be flying, and I was like, you know, you got to scoop that again. It took you a little bit to learn that, didn't it?
It was a while for the efficiency.
Yeah, it was funny.
The willingness was there.
You ought to see our barn now, though, man. It's nice, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, you guys ought to come out and see. We ought to have a barn party.
Ooh.
I got a nice barn now, thanks to you guys. So, but anyway, so I mean, it's 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago.
She started now.
She started 2 weeks ago, and her brother was a chiropractor, and unfortunately passed away. And so we were talking on her first adjustment. We just got talking about chiropractic, and she goes, "You guys make house calls?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You know, we still make house calls. We'll still go to other places and check babies, and you know, obviously all fairly legal within the scope of our practice, documentation, proper paperwork signed, and all that stuff."
Absolutely.
As you know, so
obviously.
and she goes, "Well, I've got a portable table that my brother used to use. And I was like, okay. And she goes, I'd love to donate it to you guys. And I was like, I'll buy it from you. You know, because I just out of respect, I'll buy it. And she goes, no. She goes, what I've seen happen here, she goes, she goes, this place is magical. And she goes, I think this is where she goes, I've had this table in my basement. She goes, this is where this table needs to be. She goes, because my brother was a really a really beautiful chiropractor, I think she said, and this is where the table needs to go. And I was like, well, I'll buy it. And she brought it in. When did she bring it in?
She brought it in last week on Wednesday.
And so of course we'll use it proudly, and it's cool. You know, so we're humbled, honored.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, your turn.
It's got fancy latches like a briefcase.
Oh, it's fancy. You know what's so funny is the portable table that I have, we bought at, is Michael's equipment still around in Davenport?
Yeah.
We bought it at Michael's for $300, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I don't know, what do portable tables go for now?
Like 600.
Yeah, they're...
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But this thing it's seen its wear, hasn't it? I mean, it has seen, the pegs have fallen out of the legs, so we got them taped in there. It's got the little straps that are busted and tied together.
It's traveled a lot of miles.
Oh, that table's traveled a lot of miles in my months in practice. How many months would that be? 28, a lot. So, yeah. Carry the 4. So, but you know, what's that?
That's 350.
A lot. So, but this is what's cool. So, you know, some of you watching this, you may get checked on this thing if you call us in a state of need, and we'll come over. So, what do you got? That curveball.
Yeah, kind of.
Is it time for the...
No, not yet. It's not.
I am.
You guys
Hi, Connie.
Sure. Yes. So welcome back, Connie. I've actually been here almost.
Oh my gosh, your birthday anniversary is coming.
Yeah,
What are you gonna buy me?
next week.
What are you gonna buy me?
I haven't decided yet.
I bought you stuff for your first 7 years.
How do you like balloons?
That was not funny. Well, that was funny.
Awesome.
That was funny, but
Yeah, that was...
we're not gonna do that again.
It was a big room. So, my Koca Chiropractic anniversary is coming up next week, so.
What day is
Very
it?
exciting. 23rd, I believe.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, and next week. So, I'm gonna be here and
We're gonna go across the street to Fox Hollow.
that would be next Tuesday, would be that anniversary.
Yeah, we should do that. We should go. We should just go over there like at our lunch break. I think we need to.
Okay. Should I wear my green shirt with the green?
Yes. Yes, and that clip on.
It's not a clip on.
Watch him turn red. Getting redder.
We're gonna go over there at lunch. We're gonna have our dog talk across the street just for the celebration.
So good. That's a real time.
Okay. Anyway, well that one is, but the one you had yesterday was a real one.
Anyway, I'm excited to be here. This is fun. I can play with you guys and adjust families, and I got to see a couple set of twins today, so it's cool.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
What are you, Pricey? We gotta go in order of hierarchy.
Oh, order of hierarchy?
Yeah.
Obviously.
No, same thing. Having lots of fun, seeing families. I had a family that I took care of, I've been taking care of since second month in practice.
They come back, right?
Yep, so they started back up today.
That's cool. That's way cool.
Yep, took a little time off, so they're back in.
Well, they were gonna move out of state or something.
Yeah, they were
too.
gonna move, and then
Yeah.
some things changed, so now they're staying here, so cool to see them. Obviously, they're a joy to have in the office, the little rugrats. I toss them around a little bit in the room, but bad boys.
I raced your daughter and your son down the hallway today. They won.
I was gonna say my daughter probably whooped you.
Yeah, she.
It was a tight
That rolled
race.
pretty quick.
Yeah, it was
Little
like,
one?
well, yeah. I was like, and they took off, and I was like, I didn't say go, and then I took off, and I got the first step. And then after that, I
I
was
was left for the
like,
first 6
step.
inches.
No, my step was like that. I had it for a
Okay.
little bit. What about you, big boy?
Kate and I, it was funny, we were sitting when we were driving back from the honeymoon, and I'm developing habits with this thing.
I do the same thing. That's okay. I do that. So.
We were driving back from the honeymoon from Chicago, and I was talking about the old office and stuff, and it's just like the past 2.5 years have been here, have flown by.
It's been quick.
Very fast, very fast. But yeah, we exciting new thing. We're kind of restarting back up. Discovery nights on Thursday night.
Oh, yes.
That is an opportunity for you and your families to learn more about what chiropractic has to offer. Basically, we teach you how to use it properly, and it always induces some very interesting conversations, because I've been doing...
What time do they start?
Hot meals served at 6:20, and then talk starts at 6:30 promptly. We'll be out of there by 7. But it's a great way to, again, learn kind of a new way of thinking with healthcare. That way you and your family can make more proactive decisions. You don't need to rely upon doctors as frequently. And of course you save a lot of time and money too.
You know what's interesting, and we'll use that, and we need to, obviously, the Discovery Nights, please come to them, but it was kind of funny, I think, Kayla assisted on the report today on Randy, and who was sent to us by a physician here in town who's a great dude, and he's kind of an interesting. I've known him since '92, Sean, is that about right? I know Dr. G. And he takes care of what the world gives up on. And then this guy that he sent us today comes from an hour north of Denison. 2 hours?
He's 2 hours away.
He's 2 hours away. And good job, too, in explaining chiropractic to him, because he got it. And it was interesting, because when we adjusted him today, and we explained everything to him, he's kind of, the stuff that this gentleman's gone through is crazy. And we adjusted one spinal bone. But it was so funny, he goes, that just makes all the sense in the world. And I think they're going to come to a Discovery Night. They're going to drive 2 hours to that talk next Thursday is what they told me. They're going to try to work their appointments around.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And I was excited because I called back a new patient that recently started here, and she goes, well, I just got a couple people I really want to call. So she calls these people, and then she calls me back right away and says, yeah, they're coming too.
That's cool.
So she's, yeah.
So here's my advice. I just because I've watched him grow into a human being.
First a human being.
Yes.
I'm not a puppet, I'm a real boy.
But I hit these things. So anyway, and coming up September 18th, happy birthday chiropractic. Which it's kind of funny as people's like, we have the stories in the rooms, and I'm like, okay, but here's the real story, and then I tell them the Dr. Steele's, the Reverend Steele story, and they're like, that's even cooler. Yeah,
That's what I always do too.
did you really tell
I'm
them?
always like, well, that's the official one, but here's the backstory behind it.
Well, the funny thing, the official one is he adjusted Harvey Liller, not one time, but a few times, and he had his hearing, lost his hearing, had a trauma, had a misalignment, had a bump in his back, and Dr. Dee Palmer adjusted him, I've heard between 3 and 12 times. And his hearing came back. But it was interesting when I went to Seattle, and this is probably on a little shift, 3 or 4 years ago. I went in early, I went to speak at an event, and I got there early. And so I told the cab driver, I need you to take me to the cemetery. He's like, all right, so we drive up to the cemetery. I said, now stay here, keep the meter running, I'll be right back. It's like, okay, so then I went to Harvey Lillard, that's the first official chiropractic patient's gravesite. Went and paid my respects, and I got back in the cab, and he goes, so family member? I said, well, kind of. He's like, oh, well, what was that? And I said, well, it's the first chiropractic patient. And this poor guy was like, don't get it. I was like, well, I'm a chiropractor, I just wanted to pay my respects to the first chiropractic patient. And he's like, interesting. That's about all he said.
You know, I love how Dr. Sinnen says about that. He's like, think if D-Day would have gave Harvey a carrot. He said, we would all be book accountants.
We'd all be accountants, and Harvey'd still be deaf. Which is kind of fun, because just speaking of Rob, my great friend, we're all going to be gone 2 weeks, right, to his event. And I'm nerding out on some, and these poor guys, wait till I'm done nerding out, then I'm going to nerd them out on some stuff that I'm digging into.
You'll never be done nerding out.
Well, this stuff is making me nerd out a lot. Like, I was awake this morning going, oh my Lord. And even just now, every night we do x-ray review, spinograph review, where we go through patient x-rays, and we study them. We kind of got deep there on a little bit on the cord pressure and the rotation, and but that stays here. Sorry, stays here. So
Smoke is coming out of my ears.
anyway, so we're out. I need
Yes.
pizza. So all
19.
right, we're out of here.
Adios.
See you next week.
Bye, Connie.
Bye, Connie.